And we are back for some more Miami Dolphins franchise. Another season ready to get underway, season number 6. And just like last year at this moment, we are coming off a Super Bowl victory. Now back-to-back champs and looking for that elusive third straight Super Bowl, something nobody has ever done in NFL history. So the Dolphins, first ever and only team ever to go undefeated in the regular season and win a Super Bowl. And now this Dolphins franchise looking to try to be the first team ever to win 3 straight Super Bowls. And here we go to start off the season. And we got a rematch of the AFC Championship game against the Cleveland Browns. We dominated them in that AFC Championship game. So you know Cleveland, they want to get off to a great start this season and show that they are a much better team. And we're ready to go. We're ready to defend this title. First game of the season, opening up of the season. And here we go as Sanders lines this one up. And let's get this one going. We are underway, season 6, ready to get going as Cleveland's going to receive the ball first. Kneeling this one down to the end zone. And here comes Baker Mayfield. Had a fantastic season last year, over 40 touchdowns. Obviously leading the Browns to the best record in the NFL. But just coming up short. And they're going to try to make this a different season. Try to get this Cleveland Browns team to a Super Bowl. And they'll start off with a 9-yard pass there to Nick Chubb. Second down and 1, obviously short off to the pass. And that is going to be, let's see what is this a false start or is this offside? It's going to be a false start. So back them up 5 yards. And now make it a 2nd and 6. A single back still going to be Nick Chubb. As Mayfield's going to hand him the ball. And he's got some great blocking. He's got some room. One man to beat. He does throw off Marcus Williams. But luckily for us, Daniel Reed to at least get him out of bounds. But a great run by Chubb. And the Browns up to the 48-yard line. So they'll go back to Nick Chubb. And this time, that's going to be Austin Cloud, the Super Bowl MVP, making the stop and brings up a 3rd down and 9. So Mayfield from the gun looking down the field. And this one's just a little bit of a miscommunication with the receiver. Timing just off. And they will have to punt. So here comes our offense. Pretty much, it's just about the same team as last year. But now Dalton Steele is in the ballgame. And if you remember that AFC Championship game, Tua was out. So here comes Tua looking to, have another fantastic season, obviously with that huge contract. And that's a nice pass and catch. Dillard, first down. And we're up to the 22-yard line. So from the gun, Tua looking around. He drops back, looking just a 4-man rush, trying to force it to Kirkpatrick. But this one's going to be picked off as Cleveland makes a big play. Roundtree, he is a big safety. He is 6'4". You can see it. And pretty much just bullied Kirkpatrick out of the way, and he comes up with the interception, so Cleveland's defense makes a big-time play early on, and now this is where our defense has to go to work. As goes to the outside, finding Austin Hooper, takes a big hit from Cloud, but picks up around 5 yards and brings up a 3rd and 5. So can our defense get a stop off the turnover? Mayfield looking at a great play by Jerome Baker, and this is how good our defense is. Even if we turn the ball over in bad positions, our defense is so good that they can stop you and force a punt just like we did there. And that's a nice first down run by Dalton Steele. So 1st and 10. Tua looking around. The ball is loose. It's picked up by Eli Duhan, their first-round pick. And he brings it in for a touchdown. So not a good start whatsoever for Tua. Throws the pick. Fumbles the ball. And right to the guy that we wanted to draft. If you remember, we looked at him, thought he would last to the end of the first round, and Cleveland takes him just a few picks before us to match him up with Myles Garrett, and he makes a great play in his first game. Touchdown, Cleveland now with a 7-0 lead, and we don't want to go 3-and-out right away, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Incomplete. Cleveland's defense makes the stop, and now their offense trying to keep that momentum going that their defense got him going as Nick Chubb up the middle, and he picks up around 8 yards up to the 35-yard line. It brings up a 3rd and 2, and they're not going to run it. They're going to throw it. Quick throw, finding Jarvis Landry. First down. That's a nice play because obviously our run defense pretty good in those situations as Mayfield makes a great play first down. So Cleveland moving it here, but that's a great play coming right back, Byron Jones. That's going to be incomplete, and a big 3rd down and 10. We're just going to bring 4. And over the middle to find Nick Chubb. That's a great play. Using your running back out of the backfield. Great job. Great completion. And Mayfield showing why he's turned into one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. As Nick Chubb, we already know he's already one of the best running backs in the NFL, breaks off another tackle. And so far, he has run pretty well in this beginning of this ball game. As Mayfield, what a throw to Austin Hooper's and a touchdown. No, just short. I'm not sure how he wasn't in, but what a drive from Cleveland so far and trying to finish it off, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Hooper with a touchdown, so he finally did get in there, but what a job by Cleveland, especially against our defense. That is not easy to do, and now we find ourselves in a 14-0 hole here. Still just about the end of the first quarter as Myles Garrett, you can see him around the edge. It forces Tua out of the pocket. And that's Meadows with the second sack. He's the one that forced the fumble earlier. But man, Myles Garrett just forced that down the field. As we finally get something going, it's Kirkpatrick with the speed. He's almost gone. And he's up to the 28-yard line, first down. That is a big play that was much, much needed because if we go another 3 and out, who knows? It could be 21-0 just like that. But you can see the speed of these receivers with Kirkpatrick and now Claiborne. Just give them a little bit of a crease, and they will just burn right by you. First down, down to the 9, trying to answer them with a touchdown of her own. But watch out, and that is Eli Duhan, sack. I mean, him and Myles Garrett, they're just going to be a formidable force. They're just going to be, it's just going to be so tough. Myles Garrett on his own stuff, but you add somebody like that, it's going to be worse. As on 2nd and goal, we fire, and then we're going to find Claiborne. They say he gets the 2 feet in bounds, and a touchdown. That was a fantastic throw by Tua, and what a play by Claiborne. That's just trusting your receiver. Look at that throw, and he's dragging the foot, comes up with a 2nd feet in bounds. There we go, touchdown. Excellent play. Man, what a receiver that Lavera's Claiborne has really turned into. He's just been fantastic. He's had 2 straight years, over 1,000 yards, double-digit touchdowns, and that's a great start there. As on 2nd and 10, that's a perfect throw to Jarvis Landry. So Mayfield, that was a fantastic throw, got in his face, and Cleveland now, maybe their offense starting to get something rolling. As looking now down the field is Baker, trying to look around, nobody open down the field, and he's just going to keep it himself. Austin Cloud will bring him down only for about a yard, so no sack there, and brings up a 3rd down and 9. So Mayfield from the gun, looking down the field, he's going to fire in, and this one's overthrown, intended for the receiver. So they'll bring out the kicker for about a 50-yard field goal. Kick is going to be up, curves in, has enough, and is good. And Cleveland answers with 3. And the lead now at 10, 17-7, 6 minutes left in this first half, as that is going to be the first career catch for Brad Beck. I mean, we have a lot of expectations out of him, but that's first career catch right there. 3rd and inches now as we bring on Dalton Steele in the run game, and he's up the middle, and he has a new set of downs as we continue to move the ball with 5 minutes left in this first half. Love to get this back to a 1-possession ball game. Tua looking down the field, trying to find Claiborne. Nice play by the DB, knocking it away. Incomplete, and brings up another 3rd and long. And with the pass rush this Cleveland team has, this is something you don't want to be involved in. But this time, Tua just going to get out of the pocket, take it himself. He runs out 43-yard line, first down, 14 yards. We'll take it. Got to do everything because, man, Myles Garrett will be on you in seconds. Here he comes again, but Tua's going to find, that's going to be Dillard for the catch, and that's another first down. And we're up to the 46-yard line, moving along. This isn't easy. This defense is playing tough, that is for sure. As Tua getting out of the pocket, he'll fire down the field, and a great play by Kirkpatrick, coming back to the quarterback, making a fantastic play. That's what you got to do as a receiver. You know, you can't just stand there and hope the ball gets to you. You got to get to the ball. You got to help out your QB. And great play by Kirkpatrick there to make that play. And on 3rd and inches, go back to the run game with Dalton Steele. That'll be enough. Another first down. And the great thing about this drive, too, we're wasting a lot of clock as Steele's going to be up to the 4, gain of 10. And don't want to get the ball back in Cleveland's hands. We want to at least get a score here. And just, that's halftime. That would be fantastic. First and goal. Back to the run game with Steele. Oh, man, he ran over the defender, but he will be stopped short. And it's going to get us down to the 2-yard line. Third down and goal. Just 15 seconds left to the outside. Kirkpatrick has the catch, but he's going to be short. And I think what we're going to do is actually just call a timeout. We're just going to take the 3. No reason going for this. We'll take the points going to halftime. Sanders' kick is up. It's good. So at least we've got it back to a 7-point ball game. 17-10 the score. We knew this was going to be a tough one. You know, Cleveland's going to have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder after last year's disappointment in the AFC Championship game. They want to prove themselves. They want to show that they were the best team in the AFC for a reason last year and just maybe had a bad game, and they wanted to show it. And right now, they're playing excellent, excellent football. As we look around the league, so you got Buffalo at Baltimore. That's a big game. We'll see what the Jets do against the Falcons. And then you have Colts-Titans. That's a pretty big one. As the other division team we got going, New England, is going to L.A. to take on the Chargers. So some interesting matchups for our division team. So I'm really interested to see, you know, how Watson plays here in his second year, how Buffalo's going to bounce back after a disappointing year, and we'll see what happens there. As we get into the second half, we get the ball to start, and Pat Kirkpatrick continues a pretty good game going on so far. Catch, first down, and he's up to the 42-yard line. First and 10. Here comes a big-time blitz. Tua throwing it, and Kirkpatrick has the catch. That is one of the best throws I have seen from Tua. That was on the money, fantastic. 2 guys, Myles Garrett and another linebacker on him, and he just floats it up perfectly. Look at that placement on the ball. That was great. That was, at first you're thinking, oh man, that might be a pick, but man, what a throw by Tua. That's what makes him one of the better quarterbacks in football. He has turned into outstanding. It might have been a rough start in this ball game, but he is starting to heat up, obviously, with a throw like that. And we're down to the 14-yard line as we'll hand this one off to Galvin. Galvin up to around the 11, just 3 yards. And now brings up a second down and 7 as Tua coming. Watch out, Myles Garrett, man. It's just so tough. He gets around the edge in about a split second. And now brings up a 3rd and 15. So just got to be careful with this ball as Tua, he fires it to Claiborne. Touchdown on a 3rd and 15. What a throw once again from Tua. That was perfect placement. Just right in between the linebacker and the DB. And there you go. And Claiborne, obviously, with the speed he has, just getting that little bit of separation, just enough. And Tua places it perfectly. Cannot complain with that drive. And once down 14-0 in this ball game, we've tied that up at 17 apiece with 6:30 left in this third quarter. So great job. You know, we're not a championship team for nothing. You know, we're not going to get blown out. Every game is going to be tough for other teams to beat us. That is for sure. As now we got to try to slow down this Cleveland offense. 2nd and 10, Mayfield, and that's going to be a sack. Fumble, ball's loose, and that is going to be picked up by Vince Haynes as Jazeer Becton came around the edge, and Mayfield just didn't see him. And even better, he pops the ball loose. So we get a fumble of our own. I know Cleveland returned it for a touchdown, but we will take that. And now, with this great field position, we have a chance to take the lead in this ball game. As Leonard Fournette now getting a carry, he picks up around 9 yards, so trying to utilize every running back we got going here. As we'll go right back to Fournette, right up the middle, first down and more, just keeps digging, and he picks up another 8 yards. And man, I'm liking what I'm seeing here from Leonard Fournette. I mean, he's 30 years old, veteran running back, and he looks good. 1st and 10. Watch out, man, Myles Garrett. Oh man, there's not much you can do. Just glad Tua held onto that ball. Wow, that was so quick. But now drops it back to the 22-yard line as Tua rolling out. Here comes Garrett again, but he's going to find Claiborne. Touchdown! Lavaris Claiborne, touchdown number 3. And now we take the lead 24-17. Great job by Tua. Just, get out of the pocket and allow your receivers to use their speed, stretch the field, and just be a total mismatch. As well, I believe that was Greedy Williams. Just could not keep up. And we have taken the lead in this ball game. And now Cleveland once had that momentum rolling, looking so good. And just like in a snap, it's gone away. And now they need it. This is a big drive. They have to, I would say, you got to get some sort of points, some sort of momentum back in your favor, because right now you're reeling at the moment. It's a 17-0 run as we take the lead. So 3rd down and 4. Big play. Mayfield looking down the field. He's going to fire it, and he just throws this one away. Didn't even get his receiver a chance. The defense once again gets a stop, and now our offense, and see if we can continue this rolling here. And a steal around the outside using that speed. Picks up 20 yards. 1st down. Look who made the tackle, Myles Garrett. I mean, the dude is just ridiculous. Makes the stop 20 yards down the field. But then on pass rush situations, he's just going to annihilate you. You can double team him, it doesn't even matter. Great run once again from Steele. 1st down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter as we get into the 4th quarter with a 7-point lead here in week number 1. So 2nd down and 6. Tua looking, firing. That's going to be caught. Kirkpatrick catch. He'll be up to the 20-yard line. Gain of 19. He might not have the touchdowns in this game, obviously with Claiborne with 3, but man, he has been racking up the yardage, that is for sure, as we're up to the 20-yard line. Tua looking, flag on the play. He'll dump this down to Kirkpatrick for the catch. See what this flag is. It actually is going to be a holding call, so that's going to knock us back. I think we still around field goal range, around the 30-yard line, but still never want to give this team a chance to, get a sack and knock you back even more. And that's a great play. Great throw by Tua, finding Kirkpatrick. Gain of 12, and makes this 3rd down a little bit more manageable at 3rd down and 8. And at least that keeps us in field goal range, that's for sure. As Tua dropping back to throw down the middle, tries to squeeze it into Kirkpatrick. Going to fall incomplete. But we'll bring on Sanders, kick this field goal. It is up, it is good. Puts us now to a 2-possession ball game. So 27-17, 8:34 left here in the ball game. So can our defense do the job? I mean, we've had the best defense the past 2 years. We've retained everybody, pretty much everybody except for Ron Payne this past off season. But we filled it in. Everybody's good. And on 3rd and 1, Jazeer Becton just comes screaming through. His 2nd sack of the ball game. Mayfield didn't even have a chance. And I think I'm more inclined this year to bring some heat. I think usually just drop back and zone. I think more inclined with this defense. I'm trusting in it so much. We're going to play straight up man-to-man, and we're going to bring some guys, especially in 3rd down situations, and see what these offenses have for us. Because right now, it is working out as Becton gets in there, makes the stop, and now it's all about running this clock down. So big 3rd and 1. We'll hand this one to Dalton Steele, and Steele is going to be stuffed. Great job by, that was Eli Duan and a couple of guys making the stop. So Cleveland does what they need to do. But they're starting off with some tough field position. As Mayfield to the outside finds Hooper. He's going to be taken down by Cloud and brings up another 3rd down. Obviously, I think it's 4-down territory with less than 5 minutes left. As they try to set up a screen, Mayfield is going to get rid of it in time. Oh, man! I thought Isaiah Simmons was going to pick that off. Incomplete, and brings up a 4th down and 3. This could be your ball game for Cleveland as they just go up top looking for William Beckham. And that is incomplete. And now, we just run the ball all 3 downs. It doesn't even matter. So we're just going to run it here on 3rd and 10. And that's going to be not much for Dalton Steele, just about a yard. And we'll just end up kicking the field goal because really it's all about the clock right now. We'll kick the 3, put this up to a 13-point ball game. 2 minutes left here in the game. And the way our defense is playing, I mean, I'm not even really worried. As Mayfield throwing it up top, looking for Beckham again. But man, Noah Igbenogany is there. Not even close, and brings up a 4th down and 5. This is pretty much going to be it for Cleveland if they don't get this. Going up top, and that is going to fall incomplete as well, as Byron Jones just about picked that off, and that is going to do it in week number 1. It was not a good start. Down 14-0. The fumble return for a touchdown, but once again, our defense just shows that, I mean, they're not going to really give you anything. And hands off to Tua. That was not a good start. The last time we saw Tua was in the wild card round, and he fumbles and throws a pick. And you're thinking, man, this is not looking good, but just comes back, makes all the perfect plays, 3 touchdowns for him, and fantastic job. Kirkpatrick 150. Yeah, Claiborne only had 4 grabs, but 3 of them touchdowns. Really can't complain about that. But yeah, once again, hats off to this defense. A touchdown was allowed by the offense. So really, they only allowed, 10 points. That's it. That is all they allowed once again. I just feel, unless somehow our offense, if we turn the ball over, that's what puts us in danger. But if we don't turn the ball over, and even if we do in this ball game, our defense is so good. This team is just so good that it's just tough. And that was the whole thing with this offseason. It's like I wanted to just keep, we have maybe one more year. This is probably the last year that we're going to be able to keep this team intact. After this, there's just too many guys to resign. We're going to lose a lot of guys. And it's going to be very important, instead of trading guys away, I'd rather just make one more run at it and go from there. As speaking of the Super Bowl last year, that's where we're going into week 2. We have a rematch. Had the rematch in the AFC Championship this week to start off the season. In week 2, we just go another rematch, a Super Bowl rematch. But this time, we're going to take on Tampa Bay on the road in Tampa Bay as they took care of business in week 1, 21-10. Defense looked pretty good for them, and the MVP last year, Brody Fitzsimmons, comes up with 3 touchdowns. So it doesn't get any easier. Going to week number 2, taking on a tough team. I mean, look at that schedule. Buffalo in week 3. We'll see how Jacksonville is, and then Baltimore game in week 5. This is a really nice stretch of games here to see how your team is going to stand. Is it going to be the same, or are we going to have a little bit of a complacency? But right now, after that game, I think we're ready to go, and this is going to be, I think, another successful season, that's for sure. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate it. If you could please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.